Forced taxable distribution dangers. Well, welcome to Taxes Saved Reviews. Folks, I'm excited to share with you, and I'm going to be teaching a lot out of the book that you see here, and I want to get you a complimentary copy of the book, The New Holistic Retirement, especially pages 49 to 86, because people are saving an enormous amount of tax, and they didn't know they were exposed to so much tax. But I'm going to talk to you about Steve and Ashley, two clients, one in their couple in their late 40s, Ashley and his wife, and Steve and his wife in their early 60s. And so, roughly a decade and a half apart. So whether it's never too early, it's never too late to get a head start to make sure that you're being tax saving smart and the time to act. For those of you sincerely interested in saving taxes in 2025, go to taxessave.com. That's taxessave.com and scroll to the bottom, request a saving tax optimization plan analysis. It's a complimentary analysis meeting where you'll learn the tax risk road you're traveling. Let me give you a good example. Ashley, he and his wife saved $400,000 thus far into their employer retirement account, He didn't realize there's a little unknown law out there that allows a spouse to roll over their 401k to their wife, right, without any tax, and then Roth convert out of the employer plan without taxes until they do the Roth conversion. And then they learn strategies at taxessave.com that will use deductions that will offset, right, the tax liability of converting that early. Why would he want to convert that early? If you can believe this, based on his tax rate, his growth rate, and his time frame over he and his adult children's lifetimes, that $400,000 balance today, without adding a dollar to it, is projected to produce over $8.1 million in taxes. $400,000 balance today, folks, to produce $8.1 million in taxes. Now, here's the good news. Because he's getting a head start to be tax smart, that 8.1 will now be all tax-free because he did something about it on, as we say, right? If you were a farmer, would you rather pay tax on the seed or the harvest? You'd much rather pay tax on the seed. But what if you didn't even have to pay tax on the seed by learning the strategies we'll teach you at taxessaved.com? Now, let's contrast that with Steve. Steve and his wife, another decade and a half down the road, their money compounded with bigger taxes, has now accumulated a balance in their retirement accounts of $3 million. Based on his projected tax rate and his projected growth rate, they'll pay back over $4 million, right, in just taxes on a balance today of $3 million. Folks, you don't have to go through that. Now, the big thing he was worried about, because he did some Roth conversion, didn't have strategies that he's now learning how to do, triggered like an extra $4,000 on his Medicare, right? If he were to do that before he obviously turned 65, right? And because at 63, your Medicare tax kicks in 2 years later. This is where people, if you're in that retirement red zone, folks, the time to act is now. But even for those of you that are high-income retirees, high-income W-2, I don't have to be self-employed, high-income earning self-employed, go to taxessave.com, learn the tax strategies. But before you learn them, on the on-demand I want to teach you, scroll to the bottom. We have people that have even asked how to get off the waiting list and get in earlier because they had a big taxable event, Roth converted, sold a business, whatever it may be. If you're looking to save tax on your income, if you're looking to save tax on your distributions, your required distributions, you want to do Roth conversion, go to taxessave.com, request a saving tax optimization plan, and in that complimentary meeting, not only will you be able to learn the tax risk road you're traveling, like Steve and Ashley, but also learn the top strategies that come back out of almost 100 of them that might be the top 4 or 5 or 6 that would benefit you greatly to still get tax savings in for 2025. Taxessave.com, taxessaved.com.